Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Burning Truth.
We are live.
Finally, we are live. It's been a hard day.
It's been a trying day.
So we're live, we're here, we're ready.
And we're in audio, baby.
You know, also waiting for us, Mr. Buffer himself going, ladies and gentlemen, the forward contest
is scheduled for one fall.
But no, today is UFC 200. Well, this morning is UFC 200.
Wait. What's going on? What's going on? We're talking about UFC?
We're talking about, does UFC need a wrestler to bring in buys?
We'll continue that topic, but however, we've just got to do one standard thing before that.
Oh yeah, across from me is the delicate, the unflammable, the slightly irreplaceable Matthew Burns.
Matthew. My name crossed with a sneeze. Matthew Burns. In case he's trying to say Matthew Burns or just Matt Burns. What?
Sorry.
That's just bullshit.
Fucking bullshit!
Anyway, since I've been introduced.
Wait, I've heard you've been banging someone's tuna.
Oh, no. No. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Burns here is going to go on the record. I have not been banging any tuna.
Instead, he was beating it all night
I
long.
was not beating it. I was not eating it. I was doing nothing with tuna or anything of the sorts. Why that just sound like I was either running for PM or was becoming a president?
Also, it was missing off that was the I believe
I
that Matt Burns
believe.
never beaten any tuna in his life.
I believe. Anyway, across from me is I've got to get the voice ready. The man, the myth, the legend, Nathan Goff.
Yeah, so we're here for another week. So we're going to get this out early doors, folks. Next week, there might not be an episode.
There may not be an episode. However, we may, even if an episode isn't released, we do have something stored as a backup.
Yeah, we spent half the day preparing,
planning, scheming. That doesn't sound right, does it? No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, it's actually coming up with a plan.
Yeah, and actually executing it.
And actually executing it.
It's a good job, there's only two of us.
And we're both on the same page.
Yeah.
Do I see 4 horsemen?
I see apocalypse.
It's coming right for us!
But no, so I'm not here next week, I'm in Crewe. Now, people probably going to look up on Google Maps distance from Stoke-on-Trent to Crewe. I know it's not that far. I probably won't be in a state to talk.
Folks, it may only be half an hour, but that's without traffic. There's traffic, there's busyness. The man's going to be busy. He's going to be shooting some pool, he's going to be doing this, he's going to be doing that. However, regardless of him being busy and whatnot, we do have something planned as a backup. So don't fret, don't worry.
We will still be here.
You are in good hands.
So, let's move on. Let's jump in.
Let's jump back to where we were.
No. I'm going to start off on the shittest thing I have ever seen in professional wrestling.
No.
And by shittiest...
No! Don't bring it up!
I apologise for anyone...
Right. You're about to besmirch us. You're about to, as William Regal, besmirch This is straight up mugging and thugging. This is, listen, the children. Think of the children.
No, I'm going
Think of the wrestling fans.
And anyone who liked it, you're entitled to your opinion. It's wrong, but you're entitled to your opinion.
That's I'm not saying anything to that. All I'll say is everyone's entitled to their opinion. Everyone has a different thought. Everyone has a unique thought about it. I can understand that. However,
that was not wrestling. That was a movie with the premise. Nacho Libre had more wrestling in it, attempted storyline than that fucking car wreck of Final Deletion.
No. People actually go pay and go watch fucking car wrecks. They're called demolition derbies.
I just don't get what they were trying to do. You know, when you like, there's no one learned from WCW. When you let the wrestlers write their own storylines, is it?
You can't. Your brain just broke, ain't it?
It's just there. You know, like that was Jeff Hardy on crack cocaine when he came up with some of that. Matt and Jeff must have smoked all night and drank all day.
No kidding, because you've got Jeff doing insane stuff to the point where that had to hurt. And
who jumps out of a tree and carries on?
No, correction. Jumped out of a tree onto a suspended ladder, landing on said ladder in an awkward way on their shoulder, and continues on. That's just pain. That's just stupid. That's just silly risks that no one should be taking. You agree on that, right? It's just stupid. It's just, I can't fathom it. It's just ridiculousness. Now, when you're going out there, my brain is thinking to myself, is he going out there just to brain himself? Is this an insurance claim?
Like, I watched it. Like, what was Matt Hardy? Jamaican, English, or Mexican?
Ghanaian.
And someone took him back to, like, the 1900s?
No idea.
Like, what in the hell? Like, that was supposed to be a wrestling match. They had fireworks. I haven't seen anything as stupid as that.
Right.
Someone was crucified on ECW.
I think Angle remembers that. I'm not mistaken.
Mae Young giving birth to a hand was less embarrassing than that.
To me, it just, I can understand. No holds barred. They decided to actually use projectiles, which...
It wasn't just the projectiles, it was the music over the top. There was no attempt to tell a story. It was, right, we're going to do this bit of the match here, we'll cut, and it'll come back, and we'll cut again, and we'll jump back in, and you might as well have just directed a 90-minute feature-length movie instead of trying to piece together a 10-minute match. Because that's all it was, 10 minutes.
Yep. Recorded at the Hardy's place.
What, Jeff Hardy's Garden was probably the best thing of the whole 13 minutes.
However, if I had to hear Max call for him one more time, even I was ready to execute him.
How do you summon someone by playing a guitar? Or a violin? Whatever the fuck it was.
It's some kind of mythical... Does he have mythical powers?
I didn't know if I was watching like a cosplay for Final Fantasy. I was expecting... I was expecting Bahamut come out the sky. Or you know, I was expecting Alexander to appear.
It was just insane. For
Holograms. Holograms, fireworks.
Whoa.
Fired up signs.
Holograms. Is that technology real today? Maybe? Possibly.
Jeff Hardy getting changed underwater.
Rapidly.
The finger poke of doom.
Oh, no. Changing rapidly, putting up makeup, fighting, and then changing out of said outfit, putting on somebody else
who's twice the size of him,
and putting the makeup on him. Without anybody else noticing.
Yeah.
In seconds.
And all that was done in 3 seconds, folks.
In 3 seconds.
I'd hate to think what his sex life's like.
Oh! If anybody's a Dragon Ball Z fan, he may need a senzu bean right now. Senzu bean!
But there was a taser, fireworks, jumping off of ladders, falling off of signs, drowning, submissions, weaponry. And the whole thing only lasted 10 minutes. It reminds me, I was watching an episode of Top Gear this morning.
Oh, ouch.
Proper Top Gear. One with Jeremy Clarkson on it. And
continue.
They were driving around hot hatchbacks. And to destroy the hot hatchbacks, they tried all sorts. And eventually they just got the explosives. I thought they were going to end the match with explosives.
I mean, like a Japanese Iron Man death match, but like what Mick Foley and Terry Funk meant me going through.
I actually thought there was going to be like a rocket launcher or something like that. It probably would have been a more fitting ending to the match. What I want to know is who predicts a sign and pours it with gasoline?
Who predicts a sign, pours it with gasoline, and somehow knows that they're going to go up there and do something, knows that it's going to come to there.
And if he's been in the water, will that lighter be defucked?
Yeah, just look. Oh, no. No, it wasn't a light. It was a candle he was given.
Well, surely it'd be expunged.
It was a candle that was passed to him by somebody else.
Yeah, well, surely that'd,
Wind?
Like, die in the water.
No. He didn't have it given to him then. It was given to him at the end.
So why didn't Jeff just jump back off the sign?
When it was passed to Matt. That's
my problem with this match. And people are like, what, you're just being picky now. No, I'm not. If people watch matches and go, that kick hasn't connected, well, how the hell am I supposed to believe that Jeff Hardy can't see Rebby Sky giving him a candle when she's been nowhere near, so she magically appears
from thin air
and then disappears, nowhere to be seen.
And what makes it weird is, if I'm not mistaken, that a lot of people, well, over the reviews, I was going, oh, that's insane, oh, that's amazing, oh! A part of me is thinking to myself, either they were trying to help TNA, feel sorry for TNA, or were they just being paid by TNA to do that?
I just don't get what the appeal is of the match. It's bad story writing. It's got no storytelling.
And it's meant to be the final!
There's nothing final about it.
Match, and there's nothing final about it.
You know, that feud should have ended a Full Metal Mayhem.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that Slammiversary?
Yes.
Yeah, which is...
not an Impact.
On a pay-per-view. A big pay-per-view.
The biggest pay-per-view TNA's year.
No. One of. Not the biggest.
I'd call Slammiversary a bit bigger than Bound for Glory.
No, Bound for Glory is the biggest. Bound for Glory is considered the biggest. Yeah, it's meant to be the granddaddy of them all, I think. Even though Slammiversary is like the 1 year anniversary.
But
Speechless, I know.
It's just, I know they're trying to do something else, but when they own it of Lucha Underground comes out, and it's basically asking, what the fuck was that? Then you know something's up.
The owner of Lucha Underground's going, what the fuck is that? Did some producers get fired?
Do you know who was in charge of producing that match?
Don't say it.
Do you know who was in charge of that match?
Go on.
Jeremy Borash.
What?
He was the person that did the editing for the match.
I've just got to pause and just take this in. And I'm going to have to now officially relinquish something from somebody else. Blaze, if you're listening, you are this shall haunt you no longer. This is on Jeremy Borash now. This is not on Johnny Blaze. This is not for the JB that we know. This is the American JB. Jeremy Borash, you had one job! One fucking job!
Just make a good match. There's plenty of ways you could have done that match and it, got some good reviews. Whatever happened to good old... What do you want from a wrestling show? Do you want, like, people being stabbed, jumping off 60-foot ladders every week, or do you actually want to see some wrestling with some actual, like, storytelling between two people?
I can't actually answer this, really, because I'm a wrestler myself, so that's just going to be biased,
But you're a fan as well.
Yes, I am.
When you watch wrestling...
Yes.
Do you want to see holograms, fireworks,
straight up murder,
waterboarding, electrocution, which is quite dangerous when you're in the water being tasered?
Oh yeah, which we all noticed.
Attempted suicide.
Oh.
What do you want from your wrestling? I want to be entertained, not go. What have I just watched? The best way I can compare my face is go watch What Culture watching the actual match.
You're like the guy on the right, aren't you?
And the guy on the far that actually looks at it and goes, what the fuck is this? Well, I had that face all the way through.
I'm surprised you weren't friendly on it. I'm surprised you went Blompier. What the fuck's that? Who's this?
That's who I was.
Oh, you're about your Blompier?
Yeah.
I was the guy on the far right.
What the fuck is this I'm watching?
No, yours the... What the fuck's this? Did you have somebody there explaining to you, like Jack the Jobber going,
yeah.
Oh, yes, that's a Willow, that's some random character that they've decided to bring in. Now, what makes it so stupid is, do you know one of the reasons why they've done this? Why they've done it?
Yeah.
Do you know whose contract is coming up?
Jeff Hardy's.
Yeah. There you go.
You could have wrote him out at Slammiversary.
And just give Matt the win.
Yeah.
Did they?
No.
So hang on. They've had a feud. Culminated to a pay-per-view. It didn't take. Then we had Hardy's Revenge. Did it take? Where Jeff literally somehow sandwiched Matt Hardy between two tables, put himself through one to land on Matt to put him through another table, which part of me just doesn't understand that one. So Jeff just essentially put himself.
Can I point something out? In the final Evolution match, I don't know if you've noticed this.
Wait. Do that. I want another match. Basically, he's only kept going for another match because he hasn't won it.
Yeah. And What Culture points this out? When he goes under the ring, he has a choice between a kendo stick and a candlestick. Do you know which one he goes for?
Candlestick.
Kendo stick. The kendo. The candlestick would have suited that. Yeah, because if you're going to try and kill each other, you might as well go for the things with more points on it.
Stab him! Stab him now! No.
And just I'm flabbergasted about that.
No. We don't want to go straight up murder yet. No! It's just absolutely ridiculous. Now, we could have done a reaction video to this, but then we could have, but
we couldn't. You once got over the fuck shit.
God damn, Jesus Christ!
It basically would have been like the presidential thing from DX.
It would have been shit, fuck, God damn, Jesus Christ.
The only thing I'm looking forward to out of this is waiting for Jim Cornette's response. Once Jim Cornette's response comes up, we will see if we can acquire permission to play it before our show. So anyone who listens can listen to Jim Cornette's response, because I promise you, that'll be the best 10 minutes you've ever listened to in your life.
However, speaking of Jim Cornette, the feud is back. The anger's back. It's back on. In case you don't know what I'm on about, Jim Cornette, are you pals with Vince Russo? Hells no!
I've never met anyone who hates Vince Russo
so much. God damn! Right, I've seen some hatred about some people.
Yes.
I've had some unpleasant thoughts about certain folk. And however, at times there's a time where you go, let bygones be bygones. We're adults. We can move past this.
There's no moving past that.
There's no moving past Jim Cornette's anger at Vince Russo. Jim Cornette is now it's almost like he's constantly pissed at him. But then again, but the funny thing about it is, they did actually temporarily settle it. They had like a truce of some sort.
So what started it off again?
That I'm not going to reveal. You're going to have to watch it, because I know you haven't watched it. I'm not going to say what it is, because I want you to see it.
Is it funny?
Oh, why am I saying to you, it's worth a watch. Oh, it's worth a watch. Definitely worth a watch.
Right, so we've got the bad out of this week. There's some interesting news there.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet. I want to get the one thing off my chest, and we've got to go back to that putrid, unclean disgrace of a match. The final deletion. We have moves, like we have fireworks. I'm surprised they didn't pull out a chainsaw, baseball bats, kendo sticks, like you said, electrocution in water, waterboarding, and twist of fates, even though they're the same fucking
Swanton bombs.
Swanton bombs off trees, sleepers, and everything. And how does the match finish?
And falling off the sign.
Falling off what looked like a Hardy sign, because Matt somehow poured gasoline on it.
Pre-poured gasoline.
Pre-poured, which I'm surprised hasn't dried up.
With pre-lit candle that hasn't gone out in water.
Hasn't gone out in water. Wind.
People landed on it.
However, the person who was carrying it was Rebby, who somehow, do apologise to the young viewers.
That's telekinesis, Matt. I've got the power.
I've got the power
to move you.
I've got the power to move you.
Jack Black explains everything you need to know about that match. Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy. Better get back onto subjects. Anyway, Rebby somehow. Where the hell did the camera come from? Did it come out of her ass, her cleavage,
from the child's first birthday?
Seriously.
From the daytime, yeah.
That's it. I'm done. I'm done.
I thought the silence of because he says the light won't be extinguished until Brother Nero is no more.
Bro, you had to say the name. You had to say it, didn't you? Right. How many times did he say Brother Nero?
You got an abacus?
No, we don't have an abacus right now.
I can't count.
Exactly. It's too many. And each time he somehow made it sound different. However, there's got to be a few people who might, if they misheard that at some point, they might have thought he was saying something else. Now, I'm not going to say what thought could possibly come to mind. However, there could be plenty of complaints if we actually said it. We're not going to say it, as it said, very, very bad word. Don't you sit there smirking at me. Right. Anyway, back onto it. So, lights the sign. He falls off. Then, instead of just pinning him straight there and then, but then again, he could have caught fire, he decides to pick him up. Pin. 1, 2, 3. And how long did that take? How long did it take him to fall off the sign?
A little bit.
To get picked back up. And then roll to the pinning zone. Quite a bit of time.
I've seen some.
Yeah, fireworks, candlesticks, machetes, electrocution, waterboarding, fireworks, swanton bombs, ladders, and everything under the fucking sun. Didn't do it. And yet, at the end of it, did it feel it was final? Did it feel it was final? A part of me was just in there thinking to myself, please be like the Final Destination. Please be like the Final Destination. Please be like the Final Destination movie. Sorry. Just in case if anybody has never seen the Final Destination movie, sorry. Spoiler alert!
They all die.
Moving on.
But no, we'll move on to something a little bit better. It's time for cross promotion.
What?
Cross promotion.
Cross promotion?
Yes. The UFC and WWE agreement.
Ooh.
Or truce.
Truce is more like I'd say.
So Brock Lesnar fights the walk-off king.
The Super Samoan. He is Mark Hunt. Now that I've just said that, I just thought of something else. But I'll discuss that with Nathan after this live episode. He'll probably laugh his socks off when I mention it. Trust me, he will. Guaranteed.
Right. So, what are your thoughts?
It's a unique, dynamic scenario because they're both promoting each other, which is two of the biggest sports entertainments.
Who benefits from this more? UFC or WWE?
Depends. Because they've both got their own networks. They've both got their own fans and everything, own support. It's hard to explain. It really is.
My thought is UFC benefits from this more than WWE.
They do, but
because if Mark Hunt batters Lesnar tonight, will he be able to compete at SummerSlam?
That will beg the question.
You've just announced Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Which is 4 weeks after UFC 200?
Yep.
4 or 5 weeks. It's in August.
That it is.
We're coming up to midway through July.
And the scary thing about it is, no one's ever thought of what would happen if Mark Hunt suddenly just learned a submission and broke Lesnar's arm.
Or leg.
Or broke parts of Lesnar's face with a punch.
Yeah. This is risky stuff. No harm letting him go fight Randy Orton first and then going to the UFC. Both people benefit.
Nope. They're going for the long haul. They're going for
what happens if Lesnar wins?
Exactly.
Will he want a shot at the UFC title?
Will he? Yeah, exactly. Will he want more matches? Will he want more?
Will he get a first to go again? Because he only just signed his contract extension this year, hasn't he? Or was it last year?
I think it was last year.
Yeah, because he beat the streak, didn't he? Which was a 3-year deal. So he's got another just under 2 years left.
Yeah.
If he wins this, what happens? Does he walk out on his contract again?
Ooh. That would not be best for business.
Because Vince would sue him.
Vince would very much sue him this time, and there would be no. And as much as certain laws and regulations could turn around and say, you broke the, okay, that's a bit unfair, blah, blah, blah. The courts would count in favour of WWE this time, as Lesnar's gone back to a company that they've both had arguments over contract disputes. So, read the fine print and everything. That'll be up to the lawyers to sort that out.
And what happens if Lesnar loses? Does he lose credibility in the WWE? Does he lose his credibility as a legitimate arse kicker?
Not really. Not really, because as much as anybody can turn around and say, he's lost credibility, he's done this, he's done that. One thing you can't take away from Lesnar is Lesnar has been a UFC heavyweight champion. Lesnar can still throw around heavyweights. He's big enough to throw Big Show around. Still. Right? Regardless of it, Brock Lesnar, it can still be a fucking beast. Regardless. Being beat by somebody in a fight doesn't mean, everyone can turn around and say, he's been beaten. Does that mean, what happens if somehow Lesnar just slipped and he just got caught with a punch? Does that mean he's less of a beast because he slipped? No. It was just unfortunate. Do you agree?
WWE built him up to be an unstoppable beast. Can you continue to build someone up that might get knocked out?
Regardless of it, anybody can get knocked out.
I know, but his gimmick is someone that can't be done. Now, some WWE fans, UFC fans as well, are they, after watching potentially Mark Hunt knock Lesnar out,
potentially
going to invest as much attention in his character afterwards? I'd like to say yes, but there's part of me that thinks
no. I can understand because, in a way, he's been beaten in UFC. But then again, Lesnar has been beaten before.
It takes a set of stones to go do what he wants, to go do what he's doing.
Yeah.
Fighting the number 8 contender.
The number 8 contender in the world. And this guy
And people go, well, there's 7 guys better than him. But this is the Super Samoan. This is a person who ran roughshod over his previous company he was in.
Oh, roughshod. Basically, if Mark hits you with a punch, just pray it's not your face. So, no, correction. Just pray it's not your face, anywhere internal organs are, or any family jewels.
Lesnar's chance of winning the fight, and he has got a good chance, but it's on the ground and pound.
On the ground and pound. Now, as much as anyone...
If Lesnar stands up and tries to trade punches with him...
Now, as much as anybody can turn around and say, Brock's a big dude. Yes, he is.
265 pound off his weight yesterday.
He is a big dude. He is massive. However, a good example of this, take a look at the fight he had with Cain Velasquez in UFC for the UFC heavyweight title. What the hell happened? Brock went toe-to-toe. What happened?
But that's where Brock had diverticulitis.
It was, and it's unfortunate.
So we actually don't know what a fit Brock Lesnar looks like.
Exactly. But even so, the problem that they've got with it is, they were, as we were coming into the fight, they were stating, oh, he doesn't have this illness anymore. The question there is, okay, they can get away with it now. If Brock loses this time round, they can't just turn around saying, oh, his diverticulus flared up again suddenly. Because if it did, it's very convenient how it's flared up again, just as he's fighting in UFC only, and it's only happening during UFC. Now, I'm not saying he's lying about it, because diverticulus is a serious illness, and it was actually looked into, and it's a very, very, very serious matter.
Yeah.
That can have major repercussions. Now, regardless of the fact, everyone, but then again, a lot of people say, oh, he's well, he's fine. Not always the case. If you have a chance to fight, this will be UFC fighters, wrestlers around the world, regardless of it. If you're meant to fight, and this is for money, win, lose, or draw, right? Do you get paid if you're not allowed to turn up?
No.
No. So what's basically saying to them? Oh, I won't tell my boss. I've got to have some time off because I'm ill, which means I can't take the money for the fight I'm about to take. The fight I was going to take. No, they're not going to do that. They'll lie to the teeth, do the fight. They may take a beating and whatnot. However, it's still putting, to some people, okay, they're taking beatings left, right, and centre. But in some people, it's still money on the table for a family.
Yeah. It'll be an interesting fight. I hope Lesnar wins.
I hope Lesnar wins. It's just, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah. But I worry about if he wins, will he want another go?
Exactly. And is the WWE going to lose Lesnar to UFC again?
Or can they come to a deal?
Exactly. Which straight away,
if you're the owner of UFC,
Dana White,
do you try and make a makeshift deal where if they want Lesnar for 3 fights a year, WWE gets Rousey for 3-4 fights a year?
Or matches, whatever you want to call them. Or as Dana would say, but when it came to the deal, Dana has reportedly told reporters, yeah, we've come to a deal. However, Vince McMahon is a fucking animal in the he called Vince McMahon a fucking animal, a fucking savage.
People say Vince is out of touch. Vince McMahon is not out of touch.
No. Dana called him an animal. Now, a lot of people have stated, oh, he meant that in a bad way. I've actually heard the interview when he said it. It isn't in a bad way. The way Dana explained it, he said Vince McMahon was like a fucking an animal, as in, locked in a cage, like a UFC cage. He's basically praising Vince McMahon for,
You're not the best in the industry for just sitting on your arse and not reacting.
Exactly.
Vince has made a career out of putting people out of business. The worst thing anyone could do, and people that tried to poke the Juggernaut, if you've ever seen X-Men, bang!
Oh, if anybody's seen Deadpool.
Yeah.
Hey!
Just don't poke the bear. If the bear's sleeping, leave it to sleep. The worst thing you want to do is to poke that animal.
Because all you're asking for right there and then is, do I feel like getting mauled today? It's an interesting thought, because can we see some UFC people involved in
SummerSlam?
In SummerSlam somehow, and more wrestlers being involved with. But here's the funny thing. Dana is actually turning around and says, regardless of it, WWE were the first ones to offer to advertise UFC.
Yeah.
And Dana turns around and says, and you're damn right I'm going to reciprocate it. You're damn right I am. Straight away. Because straight away, as much as someone can say Dana's ripped into wrestling, which, yeah, he does, but Dana does know how to create controversy, which, as a certain WCW runner used to say, controversy creates what?
Cash. What? Both of them have visited each other.
They're both businessmen.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, this setting to both of them says money.
Yeah, Lesnar's one of the biggest draws in professional fighting / wrestling today.
Yes. He is a behemoth of a man. He is a special attraction. He is a once in a lifetime.
Yeah, because he hates people, but he loves to fight.
It's weird. And you get that from the podcast.
Like, don't need money.
No. The funny thing about it is, if some people want to know who Brock Lesnar is, I've got a recommendation for them.
Paul Heyman.
A. Paul Heyman. B. The Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast with Brock Lesnar.
Oh, he's a shrewd businessman.
Very. He knows what he's doing.
He don't do nothing for nothing.
No. Okay, he understands that he doesn't like people, but he's not enhanced about it.
He doesn't like travelling.
He's not big on travelling, which you can understand that in some cases. Now, the WWE schedule is by record is one of the biggest, busiest schedules.
Most intense schedules in the world.
And it is. Most intense. Now, anyway, for tonight, prediction for UFC fight for UFC 200 between Brock Lesnar versus Mark Hunt.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. I want him to win.
I just don't see why he'd accept the fight if he didn't think he could win it.
Exactly. But anyway, now we've got the cross promotion out the way. Shall we get down to some British wrestling news?
Yes.
British wrestling news is on the way. Right? British wrestling news on the way, coming right now. Now, okay, this week hasn't been as busy as last week, with Championship Gold and everything. However, it's still been busy.
Yeah.
It still has been busy. Have you seen some of the posts that have been going up?
Yeah.
Have you seen any of the news that's been going up? Oh, a bit of a quick update for everybody in case you didn't know. The match that happened in Preston City Wrestling, Top Gun in Blackpool, the one that we pointed out that could be potentially a potential match of the year match.
Yeah.
Bubblegum versus Zack Sabre Jr. Who do you think won?
Sabre Jr.
That he did. However, rematch has been set in place.
Has it?
Yep.
When for?
Unfortunately, that's at a disclosed time at the moment in time. So we're sort of waiting for that to be mentioned. But a rematch has been prepared. However, we've got What Culture Pro Wrestling Episode 2. I know this isn't your favourite topic. If anything, it's British wrestling. If anybody is a fan of What Culture and whatnot, give it a check out. You'll probably be checking it out. Or if you're a fan of British wrestling, I recommend it because it does have a match on episode 2 that is very, very entertaining and very interesting.
Yeah.
And that would be Alligero versus the ROH heavyweight champion, Jay Lethal.
Well, Jay Lethal's been a very busy man, hasn't he?
He has been a very busy man.
And so's Alligero.
Oh, and Alligero has, yeah.
Alligero's fighting for the ROH World title. He's fighting for the NGW.
He didn't fight for the ROH title. He's fighting for a chance at the ROH title. Right? Then you got you're on about is it Next Gen?
Yeah.
The X Gen Championship against Bubblegum?
Cup.
Oh, the Cup. They say championship, but even though it's a championship, it's a cup. Which, to be honest with you, a lot of people say, "What's that? Are there any special rules?" Yes, there is.
Think X Division when it first started.
Oh yeah, fast paced, high flying. However, this is set at a very, very high pace, and it's got to be continuous.
Yeah.
Because there is a time limit. Now, a lot of people say most matches go for about 15, 20 minutes. This one doesn't. This one only has a time for
10
minutes. And if that time is up, it's either declared a draw, or if it's for the cup, the champion keeps the cup regardless.
Yeah, so championship rules, basically.
Championship rules, so the challenger has to beat the champion.
So, just a quick question for you. Why don't more matches have time limits anymore?
A lot of them do. It's not noticed. You mean championship matches? Some
in general.
Some do, in certain companies, and I've seen them run out. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, we've been at one. So an Iron Man match.
But Iron Man match has time limits attached to it. That's the reason why it's called an Iron Man match.
True.
I'm just talking about in general. Why don't your opening matches have 10 or 15 minute time limits?
It usually is on some of them. I do apologise. A lot of them do have time. It's normally, the ring announcers say it that quick. It's usually scheduled for 15 minutes. No, well, British style, 15 minutes. Is usually, unless it's a championship match, then it could be half an hour or unlimited.
Because back in the 80s, like the golden era, when Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes, all title matches used to be 60 minutes, didn't they?
60 minutes.
And Ric Flair used to wrestle the full 60 minutes, once or twice a week.
Oh no! If I'm not mistaken, he wrestled on Friday, Saturday, and twice on Sunday. Good God, if he's got to do 2 championship matches on Sunday.
I know, but not all of them went 60 minutes.
Not all of them went 60 minutes, but even so, still, that's got to take a toll on the body. Regardless.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on. After we mentioned the WCPW Loaded, episode number 2.
WCPW.
Yep. Which is, they've actually announced some new wrestlers who have joined. Do you know any of the names?
Nixon Newell.
Nixon Newell.
Newell.
Don't even start on that. Right? Do anybody else? All I'm going to say is, some say that he has a song that goes, "Life is a mystery."
Really?
Straight up. Grado's wrestling for them.
I know they've got Stephen Hendry.
Who?
Stephen Henry.
Stephen Henry? Who's he? I have no idea about.
The local hero.
Joe Hendry.
I'm thinking of snooker in my head.
Joe Hendry.
I was watching a bit of snooker before we came on.
And he's not the local hero anymore. He's the global hero now.
The global hero. Some of the best entrances ever.
Good Lord.
Got Joe Connors.
Joseph Connors, phenomenal wrestler. And if I'm not mistaken, during one week, when What Culture Pro Wrestling decided to announce their move of the week, you know what the first one was?
What?
The first week?
Joe Connor tying his laces up on his boots.
Nope. Joe Connors' finisher, the Righteous Kill DDT, where he absolutely devastated, if I'm not mistaken, Gabriel Kidd straight away, knocked him out with it impending. 1, 2, 3. Right, moving on again from What Culture Pro Wrestling, we have some news to announce.
Yeah.
That's already been announced on our Facebook page. In case you're not on the Facebook page or Twitter,
You've got the dark versus the light. the hero versus the villain.
Oh, you're going straight for that one, aren't you?
I'm going in for the kill.
He's going in for the kill.
It for a thrill.
Now, a lot of people are thinking, some people may say, we've seen this match somewhere at Progress. Yes, very entertaining match. I've seen it myself.
This is a rematch.
This is a rematch, but it's the first time them encountering each other in this company, which is Revolution Pro Uprising 2016, which is on August 12th, 2016.
If I'm not mistaken, this is Southampton.
Oh yeah, this is your call, Bethnal Green.
In Southampton.
Yeah. Bit of a distance.
Bit of a distance.
However,
this is the same card, folks, that has got Will Ospreay versus the Man Beast.
Vader. It's time! It's Vader time! Straight away, two entertaining matches there. We've got Vader versus Ospreay. Something's going to give there, which is interesting because them two don't like each other over a certain discussion over Twitter, Facebook, over a certain match that happened in New Japan. Straight away there, Ospreay's defending it, saying wrestling is an art form, it advances, it does this. Where Vader's saying, no, it's not, it's this, it should be that. That's not how we did it back in our day. You need to respect the past. Well, we're going to find out what's going to be done.
Yeah.
Will Vader triumph over Ospreay, or will Ospreay show Vader the path to the next generation?
Well, no, so that's fine.
But that's one match. Next match, the second match, as you've already announced, it's Chris Hero, the Hero, versus Marty Skirtle. Who is the villain? Hero versus villain. That something's got to give.
Next match.
There isn't.
No, I mean, what?
The next surprise.
Yeah.
It's not actually a match that's been announced.
Go on.
It's actually some interesting news for NGW.
Yeah.
Which is
Martin Kirby.
No. Which is New Generation Wrestling. Yeah. NGW. It's not Martin Kirby. However, this person Kirby might be insulted by it, and the person you just mentioned, it looks like might be insulted by it. So I don't think you want me Kirby or the person I'm about to announce in a minute. Right, this is the first name to be confirmed to the Davy Boy Cup.
Oh, this is
second.
Is this Pete Dunne?
Open Invitational.
So I'm looking at this from the side.
And making his New Generation Wrestling debut, this is young and bitter Peter Young. Not Peter Young,
Peter Dunne.
Oh, good Lord. Young and bitter Peter Dunne. And now I'm done. Sorry, Peter. I know we know each other. Please don't hurt me. Because this man's been on he has actually been on in the Japanese scene, so he knows how to work a stiff match. And I've actually been on the same card where he's facing his own brother. I thought, he's gonna go easy on him. He looked like he looked like he took a penalty kick off his face, and I was like, that's a hurt. And that's his own brother. What's he gonna do to me? Good God.
Next one.
Next announcement, which is tonight. We've got Southside gunning for glory today in a very special place we've been in Stevenage.
We'd have foods in the pub by now.
Would we?
Yeah. I'd be on my frame of pool while you're on about 20% phone charge.
20? That's been gracious. Have you seen the matches that's been announced?
No.
We've got some matches here announced, which we're just going to explain very, very quickly. Now, straight up, international singles match. Will Ospreay versus DJZ. Now, do you know who that is? DJZ.
DJ Zema Ion.
Zema Ion. That's right. We've also got the Righteous Army. This is all of them. Against Alligero, Nixon, and 2 other mystery wrestlers joining them. Now, the Righteous Army has the Pledge.
Yep.
Has Kelly Ray, Joseph Connors, and Joseph Connors' old tag team partner. You know him. He is Paul Malin.
Yep.
Now, that match straight up, it's going to be a bit of a mix. Who are the 2 mystery opponents? Oh, the 2 mystery partners for Alligero and Nixon. Only time will tell. We'll have to see how that goes. Another match. Now, everyone doesn't realise this is a international match for because one of the wrestlers isn't actually British. But the man's ever here enough times. He can be considered a British wrestler. We've got... This isn't the British wrestler. This isn't the... I'm going to mention the British wrestler first, and then the international star after. We've got Bubblegum versus Tommy End. Now, a lot of people don't realise where Tommy End's from. Do you know where he's from?
Germany?
Nope. It's from one of your favourite countries.
Well?
He's from a country that one of our fans comes from.
Holland?
That's correct.
That's close.
Close enough. He's from there, which that match will be entertaining because you've just been introduced to Bubblegum recently. And what did you think?
Yeah, he's high pace.
And you've seen Tommy End's kicks, haven't you?
Yeah.
How's that match going to be?
That'll be stiff.
That'll be stiff, painful, and someone's going to be very, very sore.
Tommy End's made a career in XWX.
XWX, yeah. He's made a career in XWX. He's made a career across Britain. He's making careers in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla and everything. The man's well known and well versatile. Next match we've got Marshall X and the Second City Collection. In case anybody wants to know who they are, this is Damien Dunn, Pete Dunne's younger brother.
Yeah.
And here's the star in the city. You know exactly where I'm going with this, don't you? Do you know which wrestler this is? You don't? He's one of your favourite picks from LCW. Just from the way he entered the ring.
Ryan Smile?
It's Ryan Smile. The old day star. Ryan Smile. And they are against Sticks and Flips. Now, in case anybody wants to know who Sticks and Flips are, I'm now just trying to remember the Flips part's name. Just got it. We've got Sticks, who are the heavyweight House of Pain. You've seen the man.
Yeah.
Is he small?
No.
Is he like a battering ram? If he hits you, you're going to hit the floor, aren't you?
Yeah.
He is the heavyweight House of Pain. And his tag team partner, who's the flip part, is the one and only Chris Tyler.
Nice.
And they've got an excellent tag team partner with them as well. You're talking about the real deal now? D'Lo Brown.
Next match.
Unfortunately, I can't mention their names as their actual names are not known to me, unfortunately. So I'll have to just call them by the tag team names, which we've actually seen the first tag team go against your favourite tag team.
Go on.
The London Riots.
Yeah.
Versus Intercoastal Violence Factory.
Okay. And then the final match.
Well, no, before that, just look at the wrestlers in it. Do they look like the sort you want to meet in a dark alley?
No.
No. Now, as much as everyone can say, the London Riots are a rough team. Now, their opponents do look rough. They look mean. We'll just see how mean they are.
Yeah, and your main event.
The main event, which is a massive international match, would you say?
Yeah.
That it is. This is a singles match, which is Zack Sabre Jr., who is the current Pro Wrestling Guerrilla heavyweight champion, going against Sami Callihan, who is a former
NXT
wrestler. The match is it just screams at you. It's going to be entertaining.
So that's Southside.
That's Southside, and I think that's...
You'll probably post the results up for that after.
I will be posting results up for that eventually. Or if not, we will be mentioning it on future episodes.
Yeah.
The results. So do either keep an ear out or keep an eye out, folks. And that is the British Wrestling News coverage for today.
Yeah. So that's that covered. What else have we got for this week? I actually think that's a nice little place to hang up.
To hang up, yeah. Now, like we may have already stated it already. However, we're just going to reiterate it again.
Yeah.
Next week, there may not be an episode, folks. However, as we've already stated, there will be something uploaded up that will be uploaded onto Spreaker for you to listen. Possibly, you can either listen to it, as it's going up, or just straight away. So do keep an ear out. We will advertise it all over the social media when it's up. That's the backup plan if there isn't an episode. So, but you will be thoroughly entertained regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless. We're not going to say what it is. That's a bit of a surprise. But that's only if we can't actually get an episode out. So do keep an ear out for us. And if we are going to be doing an episode, we will let you know. So, is there anything else you'd like to give a shout out to?
No, that's everything for this week.
Is that everything?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
I feel like we need to give a shout out to somebody.
No, we've got cheap plugs. People know where they can find us.
No. I feel like we need to plug something.
Go on.
We need to plug something, I feel pride over something.
Followed by...
What?
Followed by
some serious rage! Now, not everyone would get that quote. But if you'd like to understand that quote, where can they find it?
Go to Team 4 Star and catch some of the stuff they do. There's some great stuff following video games.
They do some excellent video game recordings. They do some excellent game reviews. But they've also got a series that's ongoing. Oh, actually, they've got multiple ongoing series.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
They've got the Dragon Ball series.
They've got the Dragon Ball series.
Which they've turned into an adult-based parody.
Which is an adult-based parody and does actually state, please support the original and everything.
Yeah, and then there's also the Final Fantasy VII parody.
That there is. And I think there's also the Hellsing as well. We've also got a Hellsing parody as well.
But no, I think that's everything. You know where to find us. Send your questions.
Send your questions. Keep in touch.
On about questions, just quickly, because I did promise our listener we would cover some questions off, and then we'll wrap up for this week. Just on a nice little note.
Right. Well, I like how you just remembered it now.
Well, it's better late than never.
Good point. Let's hope they're listening again.
Yeah.
Wow, I can see you searching. We do have fans. We do answer. We will support. As always. If you want any questions asked,
So one of the questions.
Hang on. Let me just finish what I'm just about to say. If you have any questions, please do actually message us. You can either message us directly individually, or you can send them to the Bin and Truth page on either Facebook or Twitter. Any form of contact, we will answer them. But we will answer them on here.
Yeah, we do have to answer questions at most times of the day. people laugh at me when I say that, but I was answering questions at 1 o'clock on Wednesday morning.
What?
So I do answer questions.
Whoa. If I can interrupt you at 1 o'clock, if I text you at 10 o'clock, you tell me to go fuck myself.
I know, but you don't contribute to the fan base.
I'm trying to give you ideas.
I'm trying to sleep.
And you're not sleeping with the fan? I'll rephrase that. I will change that. And you're not sleeping when the fans are messaging you?
I don't mind waking up sending a quick message.
But if it's me, just...
If it's you, you're in the same time zone as me.
Shotgun blast? Some people in the same time zone, and you've answered them. Why not me? You meanie.
You're a dick.
I would have talked to that, but somehow on some level, your brain's just saying, you are.
Right. So, if SmackDown gets a second world title, instead of having one champion for both brands,
yep,
who will get the title first?
Right. This all depends on who goes where. So straight away, if Cena's on a separate show, and Dean Ambrose or Roman Reigns on another show, you pretty much know that Cena's going to be going for that title. However, personally, I would either like to see AJ Styles up there, or a shock one, Kevin Owens.
Well, I said AJ Styles, because I believe AJ Styles is the right person to carry SmackDown.
AJ Styles is a good person
in the club.
to carry. They seem to be getting over. Well, not over. They seem to be getting the right reactions.
Yeah.
The right responses.
At the right times. It's about the slow build, because the WWE audience, not all of them are going to know about the Bullet Club.
No, they're not. But they're doing what they can.
The next question.
Next one.
So, bear with me while I go back up.
Just out of curiosity, does this fan have a name?
Yeah, it was sent in by Teak.
By Teak?
From America.
Any surnames?
I can't pronounce the surname. She won't mind me saying that. I have already told her I can't pronounce the surname.
Would you like me to have a look at the surname?
Not at the moment while I'm trying to find the question.
Right. I will try and see if I can pronounce it correctly. Because so far with pronouncing... I can't even pronounce pronouncing.
So, what do you think of the women's division at the moment?
Right. It depends on on the view of which section of the women's division. Are they on about the NXT women's division, or are they on about the WWE women's division?
Yeah. The women's division.
The WWE women's division. I'll let you answer that one first.
So, I think Charlotte's had the belt too long.
Yep.
So, they're just coming off the back.
I 100% agree.
I think she's getting stale.
Stale? Mate, the fact is, it's now to the point where it's boring. No one's gaining anything from it.
No.
There's no storyline plot whatsoever.
But when Nikki had it, she kept it interesting. Ish.
As much as everyone can say, she's only got the belt because she's seen as Messi's or whatever, regardless of the fact, Nikki, as much as it can say, still kept it relevant. She kept things relevant, didn't she?
Like, I just don't understand why she's had it for this long. Yes, you're Ric Flair's daughter. I get that. You know, genetically superior. Are you really?
Really?
You're standing next to Dana Brooke, who actually looks like she's chiseled from stone.
And could probably break you in half.
Yeah.
But hasn't got the wrestling ability yet.
No, technically you're better than it, but genetically?
No.
Who would I like to see as the champion?
Three names.
Asuka.
Three names that could pop into my head right now to become the next.
It'll be Sasha next.
Three names
but
that come
I
to my
prefer
mind.
to see Asuka.
Three names that come to my mind straight away to become the next women's champion. Sasha Banks,
Bayley,
Becky Lynch, and I'm stuck between Asuka and Bayley. I'm going to go with Bayley.
But I'd like to see Asuka on both of them.
That would be interesting, but they won't do that.
It basically just be like
They won't do that because they
a legitimate ass kicker holding the title. Could you imagine Asuka versus Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania?
Oh.
You want someone that could go for a bit.
And they both know how to lock in an armbar.
Yeah. Asuka's got like
a transition into an armbar from out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Boom.
She can throw kicks. She's used to being it.
Problem is that could be a problem for Ronda. Because she has nightmares of kicks. As we know.
But no, it's an interesting question. I'd like to see Asuka. If not Asuka, I'd give it back Paige.
Yeah. Paige I think, deserves to be relevant again. However, I think she's being punished at the moment.
I don't think she's being punished. She's still on television.
She is, however, she did have a bit of a misunderstanding in Las Vegas.
It wasn't a misunderstanding, it was an argument. And they just did it for safety precautions. So it's, I won't worry about it. But no, we'll end on that. Everyone knows where to find us.
That you do.
And listen out for us next week. If not, it'll be the week after. Take care, folks.
We might be live next week. We might not be, but we will let you know. If not, we will have
something there.
We'll have something there. A surprise. So you're either going to be entertained by live or entertained by something new.
So keep your eyes out, folks.
And your ears. So as always, check out your local wrestling. Stay well, stay safe, and on that bombshell,
back to the studio.
See you, folks.